everyone, this is Leslie Cottrell-Simons coming to you from my studio office, and I wanted to spend just a couple of minutes with you before I begin to get into my pouring this morning to just share some of the things that have been going on in my life. And this is at the encouragement of some of my my online acquaintances that are also artists, my husband, my kids, my naturopath. They've all encouraged me to kind of come out of the closet with my health challenge because they really believe that this can serve as an encouragement for other people, and that really is something that I'm all about. So I'm putting my pride aside and going ahead and going to start talking a little bit more about what has been going on. Most of you that know me through my art don't know that a year ago, just this Thursday, September 1st last year, I launched my first book entitled I Want You to Know, and it quickly went on to become an international bestseller. That was like, oh, you know, just over the moon. So happy about that. It was a great experience. I was actually very ill at the time. Early last summer, I had a bite by a horsefly when we were up in Maine, and I contracted Lyme disease. Two of its co-infections. One of those is Babesia, which is, once you have it forever. It's like a cousin to malaria. And then last winter, in December, as a complication of the Lyme disease, I got the early Christmas gift of Bell's palsy, which is what you can see in my face on the right side. I'm still quite affected by it. I think I'm doing really well until I look at myself on video and you know, I just want to cry. But my healing process has really been an amazing journey, and I'm anxious to share a little bit more about that with you as time goes on. But today I just really wanted to kind of give an overview of you know, how much art can impact the healing process. And I would bet that many of you are in similar situations. You may not be recovering from Lyme disease, but you have chronic pain, chronic illnesses, and you have things that you are working through every day, your challenges, your speed bumps that you are trying to have a positive mindset about, have a holistic approach to. And for me, I have found an integral part of that is getting back into my expressiveness through art, which I had always loved as a youngster and got away from it for various reasons. And I guess we all get told to grow up and get a job, a real job, right? And art's one of the things that sort of got put on hold, although I've been very blessed that I've always been able to be creative in the jobs that I've had. I've been a chef by trade. I have been a caterer. I've been an event planner. I've done events for, you know, tens of thousands of people. I've always had the opportunity to use the creative side that I have in my business, whatever it may be. So I'm very thankful for that. But getting back into art has been a huge part of my recovery. And just getting out of your head is such an important thing sometimes when we are recovering from illnesses. And I'm just coming to you today to be an encouragement and to give you the challenge of finding a way to express yourself that's a little different than you do in your normal day-to-day living. And it could be as simple as journaling, sketching in a book. I find that the type of art that I'm doing is amazingly healing because you have no control over what happens to a certain extent. I mean, you have control over how you mix your paints, and that can be somewhat scientific. But then when it hits the canvas or the board, it's a complete letting go and loss of control as we know it. And for me, it's been very therapeutic. So I just share that with you this morning. I'm going to go ahead and get ready to start practicing for my first commission. I have 2 pieces that are 32 by 32. I know, I'm starting out big. It's like go big or go home, right? And I need to do a little practicing for that. So I'll bring you along with me as I work on that later on. I'll be back in my painting digs when you see me next. But thank you so much for tuning in and for listening, and I hope that you will help me as I continue to share some of my healing with you, and that it will provide healing with you as well. So have a great day, everyone. Love you all. Bye-bye. All right, everybody. I have no idea if this video will ever see the light of day, because I am just, I don't know how this is going to go. I have white paint on as a base, which I'm pretty sure you can see. It's not totally level, but I wanted a good amount, and I wanted to make sure that I had it right up to the edges as well. And I think I could do a little better. So I'm gonna put, whoops, oh my God, seriously, I just about dropped. I'm not used to having such a big canvas or board, and I almost missed the edge of the table and dropped the white paint onto the floor. That would be a good start. All right, here we go. And I hope you can hear me okay, because I had to go all the way to the other side of the room. And I'm going to have to replicate this again, so I need to stop and take one picture. All right, of what I've already poured. Here are the paints. I know, it doesn't look too exciting right now. And I haven't stirred them yet. I want to give them one little stir. That's it. Whew. I believe what I ended up on deciding to do. One's gonna go there. One's gonna go here. All right, here we go. Oh, I know one thing to get. I don't know if anybody's as scared as I am right now. I'm mostly scared that we're gonna have to replace the carpet in this room. And I'm looking for a tack. I just had my whole container of tacks a few minutes ago. And of course, now that I want to put my hands on it, I'm not seeing it. And you all are just ever so patiently waiting. So I'll just steal it off my practice piece. Okay, here we go. Ooh, so scared. All right. I'm not even, oh gosh. I'm glad nobody saw that. So if you ever want to do this, don't choose dirty, cheap cups like I did, because literally just as I started to try to flip this, the cup collapsed. Yeah, it's pooping out too fast, so I'm going to have to not let it set too long. Oh, goodness. I lost the tap again. Alright, it is gliding. That makes me, whoa, that makes me happy. A lot of paint left. Not too happy about that. Alright, here we go. Oh, this is just not really how I wanted it to go. Beautiful cells. Beautiful, beautiful cells. Backtracking a little, I want to get a little more of that color in there. So I think too much paint. Just ironic, isn't it? Oh my gosh, what's coming off the the board is just gorgeous. And I apologize. I know that this is probably going to be kind of hard to watch, but in terms of tipping. This is pretty, a little intense. I actually like that. Do a little bit of that. It's actually really difficult for me. I'm not that tall. I mean, I'm not short, but this canvas or this board is so large that when I tip it, I can't really see what's happening. Of course, I could look up, which I just did. That helps me get a better feel. Pretty colors. Oh, I could really make a mess in this room quickly. I don't want to get too zigzaggy. So, and I've gone off the board here. I gotta get it level. Putting my hands right in it. Alright. I have stuff that I like and stuff that I could take or leave. So, I'm going to change out my gloves. And I think we'll do a little blowing. See what we get with that. Love the cells there, and I want to be able to torch this before we get too much farther down the road here. So time is of the essence. I'm going to apologize for the sound because I have to leave. Oh gosh. And I just dragged the cord in paint. Okay. Some of that green. I don't want to get things muddy though. I'm nervous about that. quickly. I'm afraid that cord is a goner. Wow, the cells are like super cool though, I gotta say. Stir. Apologize for being quiet. Trying to figure out where to put a couple drops of color. Pretty cool. Less is more, right guys? Boy, I think I'm in love. That's happy. Let's give a little torch. See what happens. Oh, hold on. Oh my god, I just dropped this right into my paint. You know, I need someone to like just be following me around all the time and reaching out and grabbing stuff before I threw it in the wrong spot. Good grief. How I ever survived in the kitchen so long. I don't know what that is. Not gonna stay on the painting. Air bubbles coming up. That's good. There are some lovely things happening, but they're subtle. The cells that happen down on this end, they are just, and over here, stunning. Pretty. Unusual, but pretty. Wow, I really like it. This, very cool. No, so much. Too many other places where there wasn't.